Fairchild, actually Wilson and Fairchild, Green. It's a big third down.
It sure is. The clock bleeding away here in the third quarter. Texas very, very eager to get the football back. Brings some pressure against Beck, who stands and delivers on the sideline. It's intercepted. Picked up by Barron. Catch back. John A. Barron still alive. Dragged down at the 9. There is a flag on the field back in the secondary, so hold on.
I wonder if Smith, it got tied up. Did Smith push, or is it defensive holding, as Kirby's saying? Definitely contact at the top of that route.
Matt Leffler talking about it. Kirby's pretty confident it was a hold to negate what would have been an enormous electric takeaway by Barron, as another guy's had a great game.
I can't wait for Bill to take a peek at this one to see at the top of the route if it's defensive holding or offensive.
Number 7. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul with an automatic first down.
So instead of Texas football 1st and goal, Georgia's going to be set up out across the 40. They're showing the replay.
Bill, the top of the route, you tell me. There's contact both ways.
Oh, no, come on. Really?
Here's what I got.
Hold.
The defender has a right to get in front of him. I don't see him holding him. I see the offensive player as much attacking him.
Wow. Yeah, it was possible OPI. They're both kind of going at each other. I just don't know how you make that call, but it goes against Texas, so take that away from the Horns having that big turnover. Georgia keeps the ball with the first down. Someone has shown their displeasure in a stupid way by throwing a beer can on the field. That's an enormous call, and I don't know about that at all. I don't either. Sark doesn't usually get that animated, but man, this is a huge call. Contact both ways. Both guys looking at the football. The entire the students are now raining bottles down, and this is unfortunate. This is going to delay the game. That's the student section down there in the corner. They're not going to win the Taco Bell contest at this rate. No. But I tell you, look, these guys have a tough job, especially on these plays on the edge. But calls like that can influence outcomes. Sarkisian down there pleading with them to stop doing that. There are hundreds of water bottles in that end zone. Somebody did it early, and then there was just a whole bunch of copycats. Sark's all the way over the 10-yard line, telling them to chill out. Doing a good job getting a whole bunch of folks involved in cleaning up the end zone. I mean, that call will be talked about no matter how this game ends. Because I don't know. I'm glad, again, Bill, you're up here, because I don't know how you make a call where both guys at the top of the route kind of go into each other. I guess I've always been taught by you and others, as long as the defender's head is turned to the football, he has the right to the ball as much as the receiver. He does. Like his head was there.
And there's more restriction on the offensive receiver to avoid initiating contact. And he didn't do that. He had a chance to step right, left, spin around.
And there's Smith going. He extends the arms. Barron kind of just holding up. The ball is thrown right to him. And again, this is going to be 1st and goal about the 10-yard line.
Look at that. Right there. Wow.
Kirby Smart brought his team off the bench, away from the fans. Maybe some bottles getting thrown in that direction as well. And you're right, Sarkisian is rarely this animated and fired up to the officials. Texas was on the doorstep to make this perhaps a one-score game. The SEC is a reputation as being a conference where, contact on the edge is tolerated. It's a very physical conference. The defensive backs play it physically. And there was, you said, a potential restriction. Could have been called against Georgia on the previous play. They got stopped. Fourth down.
Are they talking about the bottles right now being thrown on the field? And are they trying to get the... Bill, what do you think this discussion's about?
It could be a discussion about that. Personally, I'd leave it alone. You're going to have things like this happen once in a great while. Leave
After
it alone, move
discussion,
on with the game.
there was no defensive pass interference.
Oh, my goodness.
The ball will be at the 9-yard line.
Kirby
First down.
cannot believe it. So Bill Lamagna, a discussion. They have changed the call, which is an enormous moment in this game.
Yeah.
Are you surprised they changed it, Bill?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'd like to know how it came about, who stepped up, who came in to talk about it, because it's not reviewable. It would have to be an on-field decision.
Well, they
took a while to do that.
No, we saw them talking. We didn't know, was this about where the ball's located after all the action? I knew Kirby. I knew this would light his fuse.
How could it not?
Yeah.
If you had the call go your way.
Made.
Yeah. And now his defense has to go out there, and Texas is going to be set up at the 9-yard line.
However it happened, I mean, you and I, we're just here to watch football. We don't care who wins or loses. But I think all three of us saw it as being objective, that it was a clean play by the defender.
Well, I agree. I think the call, the correct call was eventually made. But how they got there is very interesting.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, the thing that matters the most is getting the call right.
Here we go, Texas now. Kirby Smart's got to get composed and get his defense trying to make a stop here. The third turnover. 3 interceptions now thrown by Beck.
Well, you go back to the Bama game. You and I were talking, the Mississippi State game tonight.
Now one of those red zone possessions that is just enormous. Texas has been very, very hard to stop in this situation. Converted the last time.